Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LC Repairs. I'm Larry. I'm off for a couple of days, so I've been tinkering around with some of this stuff. Got a lot of mainly hanging lights in the shop, and I started trying to trim the mill, and I think I told you we were going to start putting this Quill DRO that goes here. I was going to start, and I started messing around with it a little bit, and I realized that these bolt holes are 4mm by 0.7, I think. I don't have any screws for that. The ones that came with this were 632s, probably what a Bridgeport mill is, I don't know. Anyway, that don't matter. It's real close to 832, so I went and couldn't find any screws around the shop, so that's small, so I ran and got some. They're a little long, so I just was messing around. I had this little old cheap wire stripper that I don't use for anything else, but has a little holes in here. This is the bracket that goes on here, and I don't think it matters which direction you put it, but because those slots will line up either way, I think I decided I'm going to put it like that, I think. That don't matter right now. Anyway, I'm going to see how long these need to be. I'm going to trim them off. A little bit. That's probably enough, I don't know. Golly. Yeah, I think I got some 1¼ screws, but I forgot that this slot, because this is about 900 or 7/8, about 7/8 thick, but these little holes are slotted in here. There's a depth in there that the screw sits down in, so anyway, that's not, I'm just going to trim these screws off and tap them holes right there, and that'll be it on that. So, or at least to mount that. So, let's see if I can get this. See, when I drop that in there, you got that much screw sticking out. That's too long. Got much room in there, so I'm just going to trim these quills. Try to trim them about the same length here. Yeah, I got the old glasses on because I can't. These are pretty fine thread little dudes here, so somewhere around here ought to be long enough. Okay, so let me get this set down. I'll keep getting in front of you. Anyway, I got my air hose, but I didn't get my little air blowing machine, did it? I've been out here a while messing around like this, wasting time today instead of getting up here on the ladder like I need to be doing, but I had been on a little diet. You know, Adam Booth kind of inspired me because he's trying to lose weight, and I actually had a doctor tell me I need to lose about at least 20 pounds. So I'd like to lose 25 at least, but I went and ate some broccoli and sat down watching the YouTube videos, of course. I got to watching what's his name, Harold Waters, I think, down there in Houston. He cracks me up every time I watch him. Oh, excuse me, I just bumped. I just crack up. He's always got, Bozo's been visiting him. I think he visits us all quite a bit, actually. Some people are a lot better at editing videos than others. I'm sure not any good at it, but Harold likes to show his mistakes. He said something like, well, I make mistakes so you don't have to. So anyway, I'm putting a little bit of this anchor loop. Actually, I forgot I was going to drill in holes. Let's just take a look. Just follow along with me here. Try not to get too silly. Let's look on the chart here and see what it says. I'll let you, I know you ain't going to see it as good, but we're doing an 832 screw, so let's find it. There it is. I need a 29 drill for that, so let's find a 29 drill. I won't move you around too much. I'm just going to, I've got another one of them charts that stare at somewhere, but that I made actually, but let's find our drill, 29 drill. All right. Whoop. I've got a few sets of the old drill hog drills, so now we need a drill. We're wasting a lot of time here. I don't know if you noticed, but Adam Booth installed. Let's get back in here where we can see something. There you go. Scott gripes at me for not getting in close enough. These are the two holes that we need to drill up to 29 size. I don't like drilling holes in my new machine, but like I've told some of our metric friends that get all worked up about saying American stuff is stupid, it need to be metric. Well, we don't have metric around here. You can go to the hardware store all you want, you ain't gonna find much metric bolts at all. So, see if we got this. You know, we can't go very deep because that's where that bolt there is that has to do with the, well, that's the reason you can't go very deep there, so let's see how deep we are. I wish I had a light to look in there. Yeah, that's as deep as I can go in that. Let's try this one. This one's pretty deep. We're going to have a pretty short screw on that hole because this little, that's what triggers this quill feed when your travel hits it. I don't have it. Anyway, that little shaft is in there, so I can't go very deep in that hole. I'm going to blow them holes out. All right. Now, where's my little screw? Let's see if it's, well, I didn't tap it yet, but that one, we might can make it in there. We'll try it. I need to tap the holes, so I'm going to put a little anchor lube on that tap, since I've got plenty of that. I've got some Tapmatic and other stuff too, but this is handy right here. Works pretty good if you brush it on. I used to try to squirt it on, it just makes me. And I got this little gator tool that can help you hold it straight. So just so we don't, Bozo don't visit us too hard, we'll stick this on here. Oh, you can't tap through that hole with it. Let's see. We can get in that hole there. That's for drilling or tapping into. So let's just go ahead and tap these out. Feels like it's going just fine. Oh man. Yeah, old Harold's something else. I like watching that channel. He reminds me of myself is what the deal is, because I'm always out here tinkering around. I'm about like a retired guy. He's probably 20 years older than me, but I tinker around about like he does out in the shop. He's always complaining about that round column mill too, that he can't change the height very good without resetting. I'm always thinking, well, golly, why don't you get rid of that stupid thing? Get a different mill. I guess he don't want to spend the money, but anyway, I I'm glad to have this mill. I haven't even made a cut with this mill yet. I've been busy in the shop doing mechanic work, like as you know, but I think I got that top one first, didn't I? Let's try this one now. That's where that shaft is going through there, so just making sure I'm straight. Okay, I think it's cutting fine there. I'll make sure I don't get too carried away on that. I think that's it on that. Let's see. I really wished I had a bottoming tap on that. I don't think I got one that small. We got in there. Let's blow them holes out. See what this feels like going in there. I don't know. I don't feel that good in that one. I don't know if I'm really getting in there. There ain't much depth on that one. This one feels all right. I guess we're good. Let's just put it together, see what it does. I might have to cut that one screw off a little bit. All right, that's holding that one. So, let's see if this screw may be a little long, I don't know. I guess it got tight, didn't it? Okay. That's good. So, next, let's grab these other two screws. I think these are the two that holds that. They got little washers on them. Maybe stainless, a little bit of magnet will hold it. Let's just try to screw this together and see what it does. I don't know, something don't seem right about that. Because that thing's got to fit in that hole right there and it don't want to go. And I had to figure out what's going on with that. Let's go ahead and screw it up here anyway. The directions ain't too great on this, but now you're supposed to go the other way with this. Whoa. The little short screws are hard to hold on to. Alright. Yeah, something ain't right here, I think. See, there's a deal that fits in this quill right there, and it don't seem to be fitting all the way in there. Let's see if it, I mean, it's kind of in there. It may be fine right there. I guess it's all right like that, isn't it? Let's turn it on and look at it. I can't tell what them numbers say. Can you look at that and see? How well can you see up in here? You see this screen right here? Let me put my glasses on. I can't see nothing. Yeah, it says inches, so I guess you can zero that. See there? And so you could see how deep he was going if you wanted to or whatever. But anyway, that's really all there is to that. The only problem I'm seeing here is you turn this off. I need to tighten that deal right there up a little bit because I think it's, let's go ahead and tighten that screw over here. Okay, there's that one. And I may not be putting this on here right, I don't know. I think that's how it goes. And there's a little old place you can take a hex wrench and tighten that up. There's a little slack there that I think I can get that tight. Yeah, I think that'll work, won't it? Now, I'll show you what problem we're going to come up with. Let me get you out of my way a little bit here. Where this hand wheel goes, you know, these are kind of a universal kit to fit a lot of different mills. So, and this little hand wheel is kind of a little plastic thing. It's not that great anyway. I put this rope in it to catch where it goes, but with this on here, I don't think it's going to go. Yeah, it will too, won't it? I didn't figure it would. See where that, we're not in the right gear there. I think you got to have that engaged. Let me see if this is supposed to be engaged. I don't remember. See what happens here. I haven't learned how to use this yet, if you haven't noticed. See, that's not, I think you got to have this. See, that's out of gear. Something's out of gear anyway. Oh, this has, yeah, there we go. So see, you turn this, let's turn this back on. I don't know if you can see that. This monitor ain't worth a flip. Where's that screen at? Here, I'll get you up here closer. Can you see that now? Okay. Now, you can crank that real slow so you can get about 1,000 at a time or whatever if you want with this wheel instead of yanking down. And you can set a stop still with this. I believe, yeah. You can set your stop anywhere you want to. Or just set it where you want and lock the quill down. But I really didn't think this was going to work, but it will. It will work. So, that's good. Now, since that's done, let me tell you a little bit about what else I was doing this morning. And this is my, I got this Edge Technology tramming tool here. So, I was calibrating it and I was checking the tram and adjusted on it a little bit. But one thing I'm finding out here that I don't understand, for some reason, when I line this up, I think that my vise is out of square with the table. I haven't checked it yet since I retrimmed my head. I think it probably is. The world just moved in here. But I'm within 1,000th here now, I think. But I set it on the table. I really haven't spent much time messing with this actually. Here, let's just take a quick look. Problem is I'm going to be in your way half the time, I'm afraid, doing this. I really haven't had any time to spend with this yet. I'm just messing with it a little bit here and there when I get a second. So, let me get over here where I can raise the table up. It's going to be hard for you to see. You may have to take my word because you got to look at both sides and all that. But that's one thing I'd like to put electric on this Z. I don't even have my electric on the X plugged in yet. I hadn't even had time to rig up electrical places to plug in on the back here yet. But we'll just move the quill down here. I gotta have that out of gear to do it, I guess. let's see, this is, yeah, this is, I haven't gotten used to how you do all this yet. See, that's working that way. Here she goes. Oh, you got to kick that out. I ain't had time to figure all this stuff out yet, but let's get our, get that locked in. And we really need to lock all of this stuff in to check this. So we got the D, the Y, and the X all locked down. So, can you see them needles on the gauge here? As our British friend called it, on the clock here. Let's get up here where we can just kind of look at it a little bit. I hadn't spent any time figuring this out yet, so this is not going to be a... Oh, you can't see it, can you? Let me move it. Whoa, now you can see it right here. Okay. Problem is I got to stick my head in there. So if you zero, I've already calibrated this with the magnet. I'm sure some of you have seen how you do this. This is not going to be show you how this works right now. I'm just showing you what I'm doing today a little bit. They're both pretty well zero, best I can see without putting my head right in front of you. Which is not how you do that, by the way. But if we was to move this any which way, it should be the same. Like, we should see zeros. And I'm not through trimming this. I'm seeing about 1,000th here above it and 1,000th under there. Let's turn it all the way around here. You sure can't see this. I'll have to look back here. We got about 2,000ths over and 1,000th under. So to calibrate that though, before we would trust that reading, the thing is I was wanting to check, I want to check the table maybe on both ends and check the vise, and we're going to have to decide which one we're going to probably try to set, because I don't know if the vise and the table are going to be the same or not, or hopefully they're within 1,000th or two. So not kind of work, but here's a little magnet that comes with this. So here's how you're supposed to calibrate it, the deal here. So you set a magnet, you see it, magnet won't hardly go under there. So you have to raise this up, and that's not enough, so raise it up a little more. Okay. Now we'll just set the little magnet right here under this. And I've wiped this a little bit. So now I'd like to have this needle somewhere close to zero. Alright, now let's lock everything. So that one is zero, right? Real close. Let's turn it just a hair. Best I can see, that's zero. Is that what you're seeing? No, needs to turn just a hair. I can't do this without getting my head in your way, really. Alright. So now you're supposed to turn this one around and set it on zero on that same little magnet sitting there. And for some reason when you turn this, you're not straight like you was, like them are not lined up with each other, and I don't quite understand that. But that's how it is. So now let's see if that's on zero. Okay, so that one's not on zero, so let's zero that. Alright, now we're zero, we're calibrated. So supposedly if you were trammed in just right now, then you should be able to set this on the table which we can't reach the table. That's another aggravating thing about this to me is because this magnet is about a 1/4 inch thick and you run out of travel on them things. All right, now we should be, once we set this back down on the table here, they ought to read the same. You don't want to mess with the dials now because we've got it calibrated. So what do you see? They are pretty close, ain't they? And they're both about 4 thousandths, best I can tell. That one's on 4 thousandths, that's on 4. Yeah, so that means the table is running true. I mean, the head is square to the table. The spindle's square to the table, that direction. Not sure if it is this way, but see on this direction, I'm gonna have to move the Y because I'm not lining up on that flat surface there. So let me loosen the Y and move this forward. All right, now I'll snug it back. All right, let me move you back around here so you can see this side now. I know there's a lot of beating and banging around going on here, but now are you in frame? Yes, you are. Okay, let me tilt you down here so you can see a little better angle. Okay, now we ought to have the same readings here as well if we're trimmed in, and I'm showing about 4 thousandths. Yeah, we're real close. We're about, from what I can see, we're at about 4, just maybe a tenth over the 4, or under the 4, you might say. And this one is about a 1/2 thousandth. So this one's on about 3.5 thousandths. That one's on about 3.9 thousandths. So yeah, we're within a 1/2 thousandths of being trimmed in on our table, according to that. Now, and I believe I've got all these. This is what tilts it that direction, and then this is the nod, I guess you call it the nod, and that's the tilt. And I've already tilted this around today, messing around. It took me a long time because I was trying to learn a little bit about it. I never had done any of this before, so I didn't want to waste time showing this to you. If I ever get it out again and get better at it, I may show you. But it's not worth spending time. I just showed you here how to do it, so how to use the tool. So that's really, I've noticed people doing this on different videos. You know, Adam Booth and Keith Rucker and different ones have done this, and they all do it real quick and easy and makes it look easy. And I wonder how much video editing they did, because it didn't go that quick and easy for me. But it wasn't really hard. I just had to go back and forth a lot of times to get it. So now that's set, like we said. Now if we wanted to let this down, let me loosen this knee, or let it down. And I hear a little chatter when I'm going down, and I'm wondering if that's, I've squirted that oil a few times. I don't know if it's because it's new or if it needs some lube in there somewhere that it ain't getting yet. Anyway, let's go ahead and let this quill back up. See how far we can get. Now, let's move the X back that way. That's that motor gear train you can hear turning down there by the camera. Alright, now let's kind of center this up in the vise. And I don't know if I ought to be on top of the jaws or just down here on this bed. This is where your parallel sits, so I would say you need to be right there. Let me get a rag. This thing's dripping oil. I think I overfilled it with oil on this spindle. So let's just wipe that, especially after that drilling we did a minute ago. Just kind of wipe that clean. Make sure we're clean here. Okay. So I think that's close enough. Let me tighten all this back up. And Now the table was in, best I could tell. So let's get this down here and load them up a little bit. May lock that. I'm trying not to get in your way here. I may have to back you up just because it's just too much. Too hard to see right there. Okay. Let me walk around here and see if we can see these needles. Now we're already calibrated. We shouldn't have to mess with any of that. And we don't want to turn them. We just want to look at where they should read the same no matter what number they're on. So it looks like we're on 5, is that right? On that one. Boy, howdy, I can't see. I may have to put my glasses on or get my head your way. I'll probably have to stick my head right in your way here. Yeah, that's on 5 and just a hair over, maybe a tenth or so over 5 thousandths on that one. And this one is I can't see nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about 6 thousandths on that one. And what I say, we're about nearly a half thousandth over. So we're probably 6 or 7 tenths of a thousandth different than we were on the table here. Now, I don't know, I kind of cleaned and kind of stoned on this table and the vise before I set it down, but that don't mean nothing. I feel like this brand new Kurt vise is probably on the money. It's just a little difference in something I got, but we're still well within a thousandth of being flat that direction now. Not sure how we are this way. Let's move the table that way. I'm not even tight right there. Okay. I'm going to hook that. Make sure I'm clean. I think I saw a little dirt right there. I didn't get clean. Okay. Raise this one up so we can get up here on the ways of the vise. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. I'll move you a little bit over here. I know how boring it might be to be watching what I'm telling you or not be able to see. Okay, now we are at about 5.5 thousandths there, and looks like we're just a hair over 5 thousandths there, so we're about 4 tenths of thousandths, I guess, of being. So I feel pretty good that we're well within where we need to be. I don't know what the spec is for doing something like this. I believe what I've noticed, people, if they're within a half thousandth or so, they're happy with it. Doing normal is just shop work, and they're not. We're not running a high precision machine shop here. This is a hobby shop. So I bet you if we're within 2 thousandths in this shop, we are well. In fact, that machinist buddy of mine that used to come over here and help me some, but he hasn't, or he didn't, he come over and use my machines is really what he was doing. But I noticed that he's not near as precise as I am doing this, and he's worked in the machine shop a lot. So apparently that's not all that important to be, you know, worrying about all that stuff so much. You know, you can figure out what you need when you're doing a job and what it requires. And I don't have any jobs to do other than playing around with this and doing hobby work and setting up tooling for right now anyway. So that's all I want to show you right now. I think my wife's in there cooking supper. I've been off work all day. I've got 2 days off. I may show you real fast. I know this is getting longer than it should. I always do this, but I've been putting LED lights up. I hadn't had much time to work on it. It's hard to do by yourself. I'm waiting on maybe when my son gets home in a little bit from work. I need a little help holding some light fixtures and stuff, but let's take a quick look on this. And you're on a tripod, so it's going to be hard to move you around, but we've already showed you the 2 above the mill. See these 2 here. Now I've got 2 up here in the center, and I've got this tractor in here so I can I can get up there real high and do this work, but I'll try not to bump this. I'll just show you, I have 2 more up there now, see, in the center of the shop, and I'm going to put 2 more down there on that end. I'm basically just taking them old pictures down and redoing them, converting them to LEDs. And then I have 4 more fixtures for that machine shop build that we're going to do over in there. And I don't have any for this section of the shop yet, but I got a buddy that's going to give me some, I think. So I'm waiting to buy those until I see what he's got. But anyway, yeah, this old beast of a tractor's been pretty useful lately. It's a 69 model Ford 5000 that still runs just fine. It's ugly and rusty, but works fine. And I've been using it. We built this contraption. I may have already showed you this. My dad built this for us. So, I don't know if we're still on. This thing's changed the lighting or something on me, but yeah, we're already deep into this video, longer than we should be. And I just want to show you this, and I think I'm getting real close to making some cuts with the mill. If we like to get some wiring done around there, there's a lot of cords on there that need to be plugged into 120 volts. So I think I'm gonna screw a 4-gang plug on the back of the machine that's got a little cover back here I could screw into, and then we'll just have everything back there hidden a little bit out of the way. And yeah, that light right there behind my head is, I think, causing the camera to freak out, isn't it? Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. I know I don't have any real exciting content here. I'm just showing you a few things we're doing with this Precision Matthews mill that I'm really just glad to have it in place, and spending a little time making sure it's set up right and ready to use, so we're not messing around. I'll get this out of here in a minute and make sure I'm tight on everything. But anyway, appreciate you watching. I'll get out of your way for now. See y'all later.